Good afternoon, guys. I'm out here. It's September 5th. It's pretty warm. It's about 80 degrees, but a cold front's coming through, so it's not too bad out here. I wanted to show you, if you remember in previous videos, the hanging baskets that I cut way back, they're coming back. I'm going to cut them back a little bit more, just one last time for the before the end of the season, just to see how big these things get. Rachel's in there making more tomato soup, and I'll put that right in the video right after this. Her making one batch of tomato soup with the tomatoes we got. She ended up freezing it, but she did record it because she wanted to show you guys a little bit of her recipe that she does. But let me show you all these hanging baskets and what I'm doing today. Basically, nothing's had water really in a while, so I'm kind of watering things. I'm going to cut these back again and put tomatoes up and stuff. And it's crazy. September, I've never had my garden ever look as good as it's looked this late into September. You guys have been watching us for a few years, probably know. I'll show you all the flowers over there. Now, it is still a mess. I'm kind of in the phase where things are growing. I'm just attending to them. I'm not doing any weeding or anything because we're like super busy on the lawn care side with the getting ready for aeration and spraying and everything. And I'm just hoping Mother Nature helps with some rain, but that's not likely in the next 2 weeks, I think. So I got to water everything and just try to maintain it, but don't mind, it's a mess. It's not as neat as we usually have it, but there's a lot of cool things and a lot of flowers that still look really good. And I am going to try to clean up from here going that way the best I can and keep it alive and see how long I can keep my tomato plants going. I am shocked that I haven't been wiped out by blight yet. The groundhog's done more damage in the deer than the blight has. So let's go ahead and get some of this stuff done. It is a pretty day today. I mean, once the clouds come over and the sun gets blocked some, it is a little warm with the sun out. But look, everything's overgrown on this side. I've been maintaining the other side, so that'll be a fun little video, cutting some tall grass to end the year. See our phlox? I've been watering it. It's been doing pretty good. I haven't let that die. I let that lavender die right there. I never planted these all. This is all my potted, what are these, ice plants? And they're still alive. I mean, I managed to keep all this stuff. And as the weather cools down and it won't need as much water, I never knew the torch lilies bloomed again. All my torch lilies are blooming again. And then look, remember all these baskets? I cut them back. And they are blooming all down here again, all in here. So I'll show you guys after I'm done. I'm not going to record it. I'm going to cut these all the way down to here now. Since we have at least a month and a half, I'm hoping, September, October, a month and a half to our first freeze, and that'll put on enough growth to still give me pretty flowers going into the fall. You see all this. I mean, I could not cut them back, but I think they're just going to get too leggy. That's what happened earlier on. But look, all these, I trimmed all this back here. All the coleus is doing really, really nice, guys, still. Here's the oak leaf hydrangea we killed off, kind of, and it came back. It's not looking the best. So everything is still looking good. Look, still producing flowers. How I kept these hanging baskets alive for a whole season. So I'm very, very shocked on that one. I don't know what's wrong with this ice plant down there. The lavender doesn't look too good. Rachel said lavender is kind of hard. This is good. I think this is spearmint. Yes, spearmint, I think. And look at this coleus. This one's almost as tall as me. So not bad, not bad. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to water all this again tonight with the worm compost tea that I ended up getting out of my worms. You guys, I think, would have seen that video, I hope. I started it and had to record it a couple days later, but not doing much in that worm, with them worm buckets, just feeding them once in a while. I'm shocked that I got double the amount of worms. Tomatoes, I'm kind of cutting everything off the bottom. Everything's coming off the bottom, and these are growing up as high as I can let them go. My goal, like I said, is to keep them going all the way until the freeze without losing them to blight first. Some habaneros. We made some chili the other day with the habaneros. Really good. But I'm going to get the water and let it sit in these baskets here. These haven't had water in a while, so I want to get them some water. And look, we even have tomato plants over here that we didn't even plant into the ground. It's a little too late for them, I think. I don't think they'll produce anything. Here's all the, remember I cut all these back. So we'll see how these come back. Even if they put on one more little thing of little flowers, it's still nice. It's still very enjoyable to see all these pretty flowers. So speaking of the fuchsia flowers, let's go over here to the hummingbird feeders. I don't think there's more. I don't think there's any hummingbirds. There's definitely, if you look, these big old hornets. See them? They're big hornets. I'd hate to get stung by one of them. But these are the other fuchsia. See, they're putting on flowers. And I've let these dry out so many times. I'm surprised they're still alive, guys. Shockingly, we have that color. Let's not get stung by a hornet here. See them all on here? Because that would really hurt. And then we have these colors. Okay, guys, I think I got this on, except for here. I forgot these tomatoes. So I've been watering all these bags to hope. I've been watering all these bags. I pruned all this stuff up and tied all these tomatoes up. And I also pruned these back for the last time in the season. Starting with this. Now, I'm not going to mess with these. These I'm going to just let grow. They're a mess. They'll probably put on big green growth. We'll see. But I cut all these back even more. Could have gone down to here, but I left some. Cut all these back. So this is the last time, and then hopefully they bush out. If I have some long stragglers, I'll go ahead and knock them off too. Just because it'll push that growth down. I thought I got all these, but I guess not. All these flowers on the coleus I pinched off. And look, we're about to get another bloom on this hydrangea. So now that I got all that done, I'm going to finish watering these baskets. And I got to go down here and start working on those messy tomato baskets. There's so many. I don't even think I'm going to kind of concentrate on keeping this stuff. And down there, we'll look at it. I'm not even sure what I want to do. You get overwhelmed sometimes with all this. But look at the, these are the only peppers and the habaneros that are doing good. So we'll see what I can get into next, guys. But so many tomatoes left. So many tomatoes. So guys, before I get back to showing you the stuff in the garden, Paige has her own business that she started making her biothane dog leashes. And she wants to do a strength test to see how much this can hold. She's doing very well in the business so far. She's got her own little DBA and everything. So, and it's mountain dog gear, and we'll link everything in here, but we're going to hook this collar around this pole, and we're going to hook it to the mower, and we're going to hook a weight. This thing measures how much weight things are, and we want to see how much this can pull, how much weight we'll get on this before either that snaps or the pole breaks. So we'll see. So this is it. She rivets these together and she hand makes them and punches all this with a leather punch. The only thing where she ended up changing these, because I'm betting this is going to be the weak point here, I told her. So she uses all this heavy duty stuff. So we're going to see how good it pulls and how much weight she can hold on her leashes. So, and if you want to check her out, she's on Mountain Dog Gear on TikTok and I think Instagram. So let's go ahead and get this test started. Something's breaking first, either your leash, this carabiner we're going to use, or the fish scale, right?
Or the pole.
Or the pole. Now I think the pole will hold. It might be this carabiner is either going to break or the fish scale. We're hoping for that, right? Not the leash?
Yeah.
Is that what we're going for?
Yeah.
But, I mean, if the leash holds as much as this does, then, I mean, that's a positive thing. How's everything else look? So we're at 106 pounds. Good? So I wanted to show you guys some other things in the garden before it got dark out. Look at all these tomatoes are just sprawling everywhere. These zinnias just popped up out of nowhere. So cool. And they look good too. Everything is actually looking good. I'm so happy for, I haven't even been watering. Now these buckets, they could use water. But I mean, it's been yeah, they could use water. None of this has had water. And everything is looking good. I'm shocked. But they're still heavy. Maybe because they have roots now and they can grow really nice. Look, more tomatoes to pick. There's even more tomatoes and flowers forming. And the tomatoes and the flowers and except for that side, most of the ones up there are outperforming the blight. You see blight here? They're still growing and putting on tomatoes so I'll get another nice huge crop. Look at these. These are just really pretty, aren't they? And I like flowers and plants, guys, especially flowers. They're just so pretty. And these were ones we rescued from Lowe's. They were almost dead, all these. The amaranth's about spent. I don't think there's any coming back with that one. If you guys look, here's some more of these. Beautiful. And this we all started from seed. Not these ones. We bought these flowers here. And the torch lilies we bought them small. We get them from a local nursery for now, until we start our own thing. Oh, is there actually beans on here? But these bugs, the bugs are back at them again. Okay, let's go look at some more stuff in the garden before it gets dark out. These are all our zinnias here. Oh man, they are so pretty, aren't they? Nice. So much color still. So much color in the garden still. The thing I'm amazed by still is this loofah down here. I'll show you as soon as we make our way down. More zinnias. I like the whole planting flowers with the other things in the garden, the vegetables. I think that brings more beneficial bugs and stuff. Look how bad this blight is over here on these tomatoes. There's no saving these. Once it gets to a certain point, it's just pick the tomatoes and save them before they get too blighted. See all this? But look at all these nice tomatoes on here. So I might pick them green and put them in the brown paper bag like my grandpa used to do. Oh, nice. I'm going to pick some more of these tomatoes. Look at this one. Nice. Rachel wants these before they go rotten. And I'm still amazed by these cone flowers here, the echinacea. See them? Big, huge echinacea. I want to get seeds from these. Hollyhocks. So it's kind of like an end of the season, not end of the season, it's kind of like a September garden tour. Look at this one. There's one big one here, a big one here. There's another huge one here. See it? Look at this one. That one's big. These are still sage in pots. We never took out. And I don't know if there's any more. Now look, these are coming across. Oh, look. Oh my goodness. They're just growing everywhere. I'm just going to keep them growing. Right? Not in here though, I don't think. In this big mess. I haven't seen any in here. The hound dog's going crazy. Okay. Some more of the garden. We're gonna prune up some more tomatoes and stuff. This is what I like the most so far this year. Look at this. Amazing. Amazing. So cool. Look at all these tomatoes too. See them all? So many tomatoes. They're beautiful. We are going, and we share with the bunnies, obviously, and the deer you guys seen. But, okay, let me get this done. So look, guys, we moved this plant here over to this bucket. And man, I had this water on all day and nothing on these plants. Oh, I feel a rain shower. I really hope. That would be nice. So I'm out here. These haven't had water since like feels like a fortnight ago. I don't even know how they're still alive or haven't drooped. We'll see what I can do. Maybe I can bring some of this back to life. Give it some vibrance for the month of September. Maybe we'll get a late freeze. We're actually hoping we don't get our first frost until late. Usually it would be around the 20-something of October. I'm hoping we go until at least the second week in November would be nice. A long mowing season. Give that grass that we're about to put down, that cost a fortune now. Wow, you want to see a pretty one? I haven't pruned back at all. Look at this one. Wild. She's wild. Look at her. So guys, as you can see, these baskets are coming along good. And I hope you guys liked that video of us testing Paige's leash there to see how strong they were. We're gonna change a couple things on it. But and the tour of the garden. We did walk through the garden and I showed you guys all that stuff. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, be happy or at least try. Have a good night.